Evening baseball on tap in Northern California and the Oakland Coliseum. Tonight it's the first of 4 between the Minnesota Twins and the Oakland A's. Pablo Guzman makes his big league debut right after this. Masahiro Tanaka is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the A's. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy's had a really solid season, and what shows me that more than anything, solid 3-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio, and if he continues to do that, he'll pitch really well in this one.
Striding in, Diego Novoa. He'll get us started in this one under
Leading
the
off
lights.
tonight for Minnesota, the second baseman.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Novoa.
First of 4 here on this Monday night as the first pitch of the game is over for strike 1. And Dan Dero, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight. They come off another loss last time out, and in fact they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty B. And
you know what, Dero, this is when you really get tested. They call it the dog days of August for a reason. When you're struggling like this team is right now, the games get long, the schedule gets long, and you start looking forward towards the end of the season.
Yeah, but you got to find a way, Dan. You know as well as I do. You got to look in the mirror. You're playing for way more, especially the way this team is underachieved. You got to keep grinding. You got to find a way to put your foot on the gas and show up to the yard every day ready to go.
Another 0-2 coming. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2. Temperature starting to drop as the sun goes down. 56 degrees here at first pitch. And a good pitch there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the ball game. And now here's a look at the Minnesota Twins starting lineup. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, no doubt. I'm here to watch the dynamic play of Byron Buxton. He's coming off a month where he had double-digit totals in home runs. If you're looking at one category and you like the long ball, this is the guy to watch. One of the best power threats in the game right now. Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe. And unfortunately, he let that one go. And he'd like to have that pitch back to take a good swing at that one.
Played on the backhand. Off-balance throw, but he couldn't get enough on it, so it'll be scored as an infield single. And as I thought might be the case based on how close that play was, they're requesting a chance to review the replay and decide whether or not to challenge the safe call.
Here's another look at it now. I couldn't really tell when I saw it at full speed, and I'll tell you what, it's still not clear to me from that replay. We'll see if they decide to challenge it after they look at it from a few more angles.
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for that play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play.
Okay, we're going to get one more look at it right here. Is there enough video evidence to overturn this call? You know, I think there is. The shot right there makes it look like the ball beat him to first. Looks like a well-used challenge.
Okay, umpires look ready, and off comes the headset, and he's out. So the original call is overturned, and it ends up being a well-used challenge there.
Ruled out.
In now, Jorge Polanco. As he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 15 long balls and 65 RBIs. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Twins are set down 1-2-3. And now the A's offense gets its first shot here. No score. Melvin Roseboro, a hurler from South Carolina, will be the starting pitcher in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Digging in now, Wesley Davis. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Buxton will slide over and put this one away, and that's out number 1. Time now for a glance at Bob Melvin's A's starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, Matty, they got to love the production they're getting out of the leadoff spot right now. He's the team leader in home runs, so he's having a nice year so far. It's always a good feeling when you can lead your team in a category like home runs. I'm sure he takes a lot of pride in that.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. And guys, as we take a look at the Twins at the start of play here tonight, they come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, Matty, what I need to see out of this offense today is some early production. Somebody's got to get on base and put the defense on their heels. They've been struggling recently. They're not swinging the bats well. They got shut out yesterday, and this offense needs to adjust itself.
Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. Called strike 2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Three and 2 to the A's center fielder. Marcus Semien is on deck. Here comes the payoff pitch. And he missed with that one. It's ball 4. A 1-out walk here in the home first.
Batting third, the second
now at the plate, Marcus Semien. He had a homer in the ballgame yesterday afternoon. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Soft liner to the right side, and a leaping effort, but it's off his glove. The tag, and he's out at second. It's a double play, and just like that, the inning is over. We'll move to the second inning here in Oakland with no score. In now, Byron Buxton. He'll be the one to lead off against Masahiro Tanaka.
The center fielder, number 25, Byron Buxton.
Here's the first pitch to him. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
All right, guys, here's how the Oakland A's are lining up defensively. All right, guys, here's the defensive alignment for the Braves. And I'm locking in on Matt Chapman. Without a doubt, one of the premier defenders in our sport. You know what? He's often compared to his former high school teammate. Bet people didn't know Nolan Arenado and him shared dugouts in high school. He's going to be at the top of the leaderboard this year. Defensive run saved. Lock in on him. He's going to make a backhand gem.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1.
That pitch was right down the heart of the plate, but obviously this guy had made up his mind on the on-deck circle. He was taken all away, and he was going to zone him up.
Swung on, and this ball is hammered. Forget about it. Into the concrete staircases, and gone. So a solo shot down the line in left. Home run number 15 for him thus far as the Twins take a 1-0 lead.
Wow, he really hit that ball well. Put a great swing on it with great extension, and it sailed right out of here.
Batting sixth.
Standing in now, Marco Rosario. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting nine for this one. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Just off the outside as he can't catch the corner.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the kind of count he makes his money in.
3-0 now.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
To short. And there's out number 2. Next will be Jose Osuna. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he takes a pitch right down the middle. 2 out, nobody on. Fly ball right down the line in left. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Here's Chris Davis now. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. First offering on its way. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1. Grounded down the third baseline. But this will wind up a foul ball. Strike 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Ball 1 as the changeup misses well off the inside. Two balls and 2 strikes. The count to Chris Davis. The 2-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Hey guys, let's take a look at the Twins on defense. And guys, the things you need to focus on today, you got to watch this team. They have the most errors in the league. You cannot be a successful ball club and kick it around and give this team extra outs. Let's see what happens.
He was fighting that swing the whole way, but he went around. It's no balls and a strike. Swings through it for strike number 2.
Boy, so far early into this one, this guy's pitching really well, and I'm a big believer in body language. He's getting the ball, he's working really quick, keeping the ball down in the zone, and if you take a look at this guy so far early on, a lot of positive signs. He looks like he brought his good stuff in this one.
The third baseman.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up next, the power-hitting third baseman, Matt Chapman. Scorched to third. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. A's are gone in order. They're ready now. Greg Clark. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
The catcher.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. First pitch is a slider called for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Fouled away. Tanaka's ready. 0-2 on its way. That misses. 1-2. And it's fouled away. Fouled off. Here he comes again. 1-2. Another one sent foul. Again, a 1-2. And he fouls this one off. There's a well-hit ball out to right center field. And this one will bounce into the wall.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
Offered it a low one there, but came up empty.
Beautifully thrown splitter right there. High 80s, down in the zone. Looks like a fastball coming in, and then it just drops off the table. You can get a lot of swinging strikes with that.
Line to the right side. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
Now batting.
Diego Noboa. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Good pitch there. Had him a little out in front. Takes this the other way to right. And a base hit, and that'll get the run in from third.
The right fielder, number 33, Sean Blank.
Digging in, Sean Blank. He's set. Here it comes. This is driven to right, and no doubt about it, that one's way out of here. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. 12 home runs for him now thus far, and the Twins have extended their lead to 5-0.
Well, he won his last start, but he didn't give up any long balls. He's already given up 2 here, so he's got his work cut out for him if he's going to get the W in this one. He's going to have to start keeping the ball in the yard for starters.
Into the box, Jorge Polanco. As he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1.
This is a situation where you almost have to play mind tricks on yourself if you're out there on the mound. 4 runs have come across already this inning, but now the bases are empty. He's not in danger anymore, so he's just got to tell himself he's doing fine, and he just needs to get this inning over with.
So with 1 gone in the inning, we'll take a look at where these guys sit in the standings, and I think they can pretty much start to think about next year because they are well back in the division race. So striding in, Byron Buxton. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got Ferner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
2 great pitches down in the zone. Interested to see where he goes now. Does he bounce something in the dirt? Does he go elevated fastball? A lot of options at hand right now.
Got him.
That's what you call clipping the outside corner. Great movement on that slider, and it completely locked up the hitter. Didn't fool the umpire, though.
Taylor Motter steps into the box. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a screamer, but this one's not going to stay fair. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And another foul ball. The 0-2 once more. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. But 4 runs score in the inning. 3 coming right here on the 3-run home run. Bottom of the 3rd coming up. It's the Twins 5 and the A's nothing. Into the box now, Franklin Barreto. And his guys have quite a hill to climb. Down 5-zip here in the early going.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on. But you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle. And one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
sometimes you got to pull out the ambush tactic. You don't know what the best pitch is going to be. Oh, right there. Get me a knock through the left side.
Into the box now, Vern Silva. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. Here comes the first pitch. And no swing, apparently. Ball one. Barreto aboard here at first with nobody out. Swing and a liner, but foul. Now the 1-1 pitch is taken for ball two. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. Pablo Guzman is on deck. Lined hard toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. And he'll make it over to third safely, so the A's definitely have something working to start the inning.
Batting ninth.
It's so important, Mark, to start to make quality pitches, and if you don't, this is what can happen. 2 batters, 2 base hits, first and third, nobody out.
Yeah, and you just got to prepare yourself as an offensive player. You're just trying to get the runner in from third. You can't worry about creating a monster inning. Do your job.
Stepping in now, Pablo Guzman. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball one. Well, making it to the bigs was far from guaranteed for him. It's got to be a great feeling to finally have that major league jersey on his back, huh?
And he's done exactly that. And I'm sure he's had to prove himself to himself at moments. Had to look in the mirror and decide, is this what I want to do with the rest of my life? Grinding it out on the buses in the minor leagues. But it all comes to fruition now, stepping into the batter's box in the big leagues for the first time.
Catch made in left. Here comes the runner for the plate. And that'll put him on the board as it's now a 5-1 ball game.
Well, that wasn't your standard sac fly hit. It was hit pretty low and hard, so it wasn't a given they were going to send it. But they did, and they add a number to the run column.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Nope.
Fastball off the plate away for ball one. Runners on first with one down. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball two. That's lifted the other way out to left. Rosario moves over, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Now in the box, Bert Powell reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Pulled the fastball down a little too much there. That's ball one. Line towards center field. Buxton will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. Back with more Monday Night Baseball following this. Up next for Minnesota, Marco Rosario.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball one.
He's going to have to make adjustment on that slider away. He can't just make it a non-competitive pitch and allow these guys to take. He's got to start that a little bit more over the middle of the plate to get that swing and miss on the outer half.
Split-fingered pitch that's by him for strike two.
When you have 2 strikes on you as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number one.
Now batting,
So digging in now, Jose Osuna. He flew out in his last at-bat. The first pitch is hit pretty well out to right. Silva going back at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
The batter.
Digging in the switch hitter, Greg Clark. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway.
When you're facing a guy with this many pitches in his repertoire, I say throw everything out. 0-2, he's sitting fastball.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Fouled away. One and two to the Twins catcher.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Down go the Twins in order. They're up 5-1. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as the Cal Berkeley product Marcus Semien is the first at bat in the inning. First delivery to him on the way. Hit hard to short. And the throw forces him to lay out for that one, but he keeps a foot on the bag to record the out.
Number 2.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Chris Davis. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch on its way. Inner third let go. It's a called strike. 5-1 our score as we play the fourth here. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Davis, sometimes called Crush with a K and an H. He was selected in the 7th round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
The batter.
So now it's Mark Hanna comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Takes this the other way to right. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. The throw into second. So some life with 2 away as he's into second with the opposite field double. And that's a good time to check out our A's leaderboard, and it shows that he currently ranks 3rd on the squad in that department. There's a shot out to right center field. He pulls into second safely, as also on the play a run comes across to score.
Well, he was almost out of the inning. Then the last 2 batters showed him that you can't lose focus on the mound, even if you get 2 quick outs. Back-to-back doubles shows you just how quickly things can get away from you.
And next up will be Franklin Barreto. Osuna fields it cleanly, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Stepping into the box, Corey Lewis. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
A ball and a strike. Liner towards second. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his second hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stopping.
Hit down the third base line. A swing and a ground ball to third. There's one. But he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the one out. Ready once again, Sean Blank. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Unable to find the zone with the slider.
Well, his last time out, guys were just flailing away at that slider. But tonight, completely different story. I think their approach coming to the plate tonight was to lay off that pitch until he shows he can throw it for a strike.
Can't do much with that one, and it's 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back legs, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. No hits to this point. Looking to punch him out again, the pitch. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. The 0-2 once more. Again, he sends it out of play. The next 0-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. One left for Minnesota, and it remains 5-2. Back at the Oakland Coliseum, and before we go much further, let's check in with Heidi Watton.
Well, Matt, I talked to manager Bob Melvin during the break about his thoughts on the A's hitters to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said there is nothing prettier than frozen rope after frozen rope, and that is exactly what he's getting right now. The data says they've hit 8 line drives as a team in this one, some resulting in outs, but obviously that's a good sign for them going forward.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
Leading off for the A's.
Leading off the inning, Vern Silva, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. First pitch on its way. In there, strike 1. Hard hit ball to second. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And the throw won't be in time as he'll be able to beat out the recovery throw at first.
Up next for Oakland.
Stepping up now, Pablo Guzman.
Pablo Guzman.
First offering on its way. Fouled straight back. The 0-1 pitch. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Cutter misses, and it's 3-1. Check that, 2-1. Silva gets his lead at first, nobody out. Throw over to the bag, back in standing. 3-1. Set. Here's the 3-1, and he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Now batting, the designated hitter,
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Wesley Davis, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
One of the things this guy would like to do from the left side is swing it a little bit better against right-handed pitching. This guy has decent numbers, but not great numbers against right-handed pitchers.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a miss at a first pitch changeup. 0-1.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. Silva blows through the stop sign, headed for home. He scores as they now trail by only 2.
the center fielder, number 3, Boog Powell.
So that'll bring in the outfielder, Boog Powell, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. 50th pitch of the game on its way. Starts things with a splitter outside for ball 1. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Catch is made here in right, and here comes the runner from third. And a relay to the plate, and they'll creep a bit closer. The sacrifice fly makes it a 5-4 ball game now.
Always
now
productive to score runs when you can, and that sacrifice fly right there drives home the second run of the inning.
So stepping in, Marcus Semien, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. As a look, now the pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Moving under it, Buxton. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And he will score as the tying run as he beats the throw home, and we're knotted up at 5 apiece.
Number 2.
So we're back to even now after the sac fly. And coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Chris Davis. High in the air out to center field. Buxton is under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So 3 runs on just 1 base hit, 1 error, and no one left on base. We're through 5 here at the ballpark, and we are all tied 5-5. Here's Byron Buxton now. They'll try and get things started as we begin inning number 6. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1.
Right here, he's looking to get himself into a good hitter's count so he can take a rip and maybe give his team the lead. He certainly has the power.
Count now a ball and a strike. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. Howell looking up. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo home run for Byron Buxton. Number 21 for him on the season. And this one gives him the lead at 6-5. We've seen these guys go deep 3 times so far in this one, guys.
You know, D-Row, looks like the boys are dialing long distance from the batter's box so far.
Yeah, the pitchers aren't fooling anyone today, Dan. Let's see if this trend continues.
Taylor.
Into the box now, Taylor Motter, as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Welcome to my world right here, batter. I've seen this 0-2 count way too many times. Hittable pitch in the middle of the zone, you take one. Slider in the dirt, you come unglued. Now you got to step out of the box. You have no idea what's going to happen.
struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch. It hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Standing in now, Marco Rosario, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. That ball's headed for the gap in left center. He's got a base hit, possibly more. He'll get it into second. And he'll reach second now with one away. As we take a look at his numbers, a couple of things jump out at you.
And here's the thing from a pitcher's perspective. You look at this line and you think, wow, he's been sitting guys down all game long, and that's true. But on the flip side, his pitch count is up there. You have to wonder if he might be starting to get a little bit tired in this one.
Yeah, and in today's game, everyone seems to want to err on the side of caution in terms of pitch counts. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Normally not a good pitching plan to throw the same hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row. But both of those sliders back-to-back were so good, I might just go ahead and try to throw another one.
And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
The batter.
Coming to the plate now, Greg Clark, runner in scoring position with Sugan. And he lays off there, 1-0.
He's not having his best outing in this one, and I think that curveball is part of the reason why. He couldn't get on top of that one, and that's not the first time that's happened.
A ball and a strike now. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch to 1-2 now. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ballgame, and the inning is over. But not before the Twins get one, and it comes on. Digging in and looking for more, Mark Hanna. He came across to score after doubling in his last at-bat.
Yeah, he jumped all over that first pitch last time up. Interested to see if he has the same approach this AB.
Now an off-speed pitch gets the outside. It's a called strike. Now some action out in the Minnesota pen, as it looks like both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Hit out towards second. Throw just in time, and oh, that was awfully close. But hold on here now. They quickly requested some time to take a look at the replay, and they may decide to challenge that out call.
Yeah, definitely one of those bang-bang plays. And looking at it right here again, I still don't know if I can tell for sure. Going to be interesting to see what they decide to do here.
Now an indication from the dugout is that they will not challenge the call on the field, so the runner is indeed out. So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman, as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. And wow, that looked to be well inside, but it's a called strike. 2-1 now. Now the 2-1. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Buxton on the move, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out. Digging in, Franklin Barreto, 1 for 2. He singled and grounded out so far. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Wisely lays off the cut fastball there. It's 2-1.
I'm sure he's frustrated by that call. Probably could have been a strike, but at the same time, earning strikes from the umpire is a real thing. If you've been all over the place like he has, you're just not going to get much help from the umpires.
2-2 count. Here it comes. Now a swing and a fly ball. But this will land untouched. The 2-2 one more time. Locks him up for strike 3. 1-2-3 go the A's. This one remains close. It's 6-5. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with the report as we get set for the top of the 7th. Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Twins to discuss his thoughts on Minnesota's lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said they're doing an excellent job with pitch selection, meaning they're swinging at the right pitches and doing damage with them. The numbers back that up. 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet, guys.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. The next Twin up, Corey Lewers, already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here.
Corey Lewers.
Miguel Castro is on out of the bullpen now as he gets to work in his 60th game of the season.
Number 50, Miguel Castro.
First delivery to him on the way. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Takes this the other way to right. Silva moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Into the box, Diego Novoa, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Now the 1-0. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Here's the first pitch to him. Strike taken up in the zone. Swung on but fouled off to the left. 6 runs, 8 hits, and 1 error make up the totals for the Twins to this point. Fastball well outside.
I know you have to protect the strike zone when you get the count to 2 strikes, but on an 0-2 pitch that misses by that much, it's pretty easy for a hitter not to swing at that one.
Throw in time, and the side is retired. Twins are set down 1-2-3. They lead it, however, at 6-5. Taylor Rogers gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Taylor.
Now at the plate, Vern Silva. He reached base on an error and later came around to score last time up. First pitch on its way. And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1. Fastball just a bit low here. He's behind 2-0 now.
Well, this is the matchup they wanted, bringing in the reliever, but falling behind 2-0 doesn't exactly help the situation very much.
Outside, 3-0 now.
Ball 3 to a leadoff hitter that can run. Not the greatest way to start this right here. I think right now you really have to start pouring some pitches into that strike zone.
Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center, and that'll be a base hit. So right away the possible tying run is aboard to start the bottom of the 7th.
You can't ask for anything more than getting a leadoff man on right there. It brings the go-ahead run to the plate. He's in position to do some damage. It'd be interesting to see how the manager plays this one.
Stepping in now, Pablo Guzman, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He hit a sac fly earlier. The 0-1 in front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Rogers has thrown a little over 50 innings and has an ERA he'd like to see come down a bit. Starts the day in the high 4s. And it's fouled away. Silva on at first, nobody out. Oh, this is hit to third. Will it be 2? 1 there, back to first, and a costly at-bat there as the possible tying run is erased on the double play.
Well, they got the tying run on base, but one ground ball later, and it's gone. He's going to be frustrated with himself after that.
First pitch coming, here it is. Drilled to the left side, and that's through for a hit.
Hey, they weren't going to keep this guy down for long. That's the ebbs and flows of a baseball season. Bottom line is this guy has bat-to-ball skill. You knew he was going to get hot eventually.
Into the box now, Boog Powell. And he swings here and sends one in the air deep down the right field line. Gone! A 2-run shot that gives them the lead. So a 2-run homer down the line in right field. Number 11 for him on the season as they move out in front 7-6.
Well, he thought he was just about out of this inning. Then the ball leaves the bat, and he's thinking, please go foul. But no such luck. Right off the foul pole for a 2-run homer. Sometimes this sport just isn't fair.
Aaron Slegers takes over pitching duties, looking to get that final out now here in this 7th inning.
Aaron Slegers.
In now, Marcus Semien.
Second baseman, Marcus.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Slegers, a 6'10" right-hander. He was a 5th-round pick back in the draft of 2013.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
Well, this will find the shortstop's glove for the 3rd out of the inning. But the Athletics strike for 2, both come. Stepping into the box, Jorge Polanco. He'll have the first crack at it here as we start inning number 8.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Mike Morin has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. And this pitch is right down the middle, strike 1. Well, this one's been a bit of a head-scratcher, despite their home run production today.
Yeah, Matty V, this is one of those that you kind of scratch your head and you go, wow, you hit the ball all in the ballpark, but still not enough offense. It just goes to show you this sport is still, D-Row, all about pitching.
It is. It begins and ends on that bump right there. And there's just so many facets to the game. Defense, base running. It's just not the team that hits the most home runs is going to win the ball game.
Stays alive, still 0-2. Another 0-2 home. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Now another 0-2. Fouled off. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Here comes another 0-2. And a wasted pitch there, 1-2.
I can't blame him one bit out on the mound. I'm shocked he didn't pick up the rosin bag and see if he could get a foul ball on that one. He had to see if he would swing way outside the zone.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Davis is under it. 1 out.
The center fielder.
At the plate, Byron Buxton. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. He's set, and the pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Silva is there, 2 down. Striding forward now is the DH, Taylor Motter. He hits with 2 away as they continue to trail in this close game.
Well, Matt, this has been a big inning on the mound. He's had to face the middle of the order, and so far he's held them at bay.
Yeah, this feels like the kind of inning we'll look back on at the end of the game, even if the result of it changes dramatically here. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. Weak grounder down the line at third. Both teams with 8 hits in this one. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2. He struck him out the 3rd time he's fanned in the game. Down go the Twins in order. Down a run in a tight one. It's 7-6. So here's the Oakland cleanup batter, Chris Davis. 0-for-3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit hard back up the middle. And that's a base hit. So a chance for some important insurance here to kick off the bottom of the 8th.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
First delivery to him on the way. In there, 0-1.
0-1.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Skied into straightaway right. Blank moves over. 1 down. So a runner at first now with 1 away. And up next, the power hitting third baseman, Matt Chapman. First pitch coming. Here it is. In tight at 93, ball 1. The 1-0 is a fastball that misses.
Those were great takes right there. Those were pitches that a lot of guys normally swing at, but he took both of them and finds himself in a productive count leverage. 2-0.
2-0 count. The pitch. Hot shot on the ground to short. And that's in for a base hit. He's 2 for 4 now.
That's the cat and mouse of the game right there. You find yourself count leverage. You think you're getting a heater. He throws an off-speed pitch and you're still able to execute. That fires me up right there.
Into the box, Franklin Barreto, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at bat. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Heading out towards shallow right. Blank has a read on it, and that's the second out of the inning. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
The right fielder, number
striding
32.
in for Oakland, Vern Silva. Here comes the first pitch. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. The 1-0. This is on the ground over to first. Reined in. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. We've played 8 full. The A's lead this one 7-6. Now to the plate, Marco Rosario. He'll be the one to lead it off, needing 1 to tie in the top of the 9th. Roger Wagner comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Number 53, Roger Wagner.
Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. Wagner has become one of the more dominant bullpen arms in the sport today, and a big reason is his swing and miss stuff. Really helps him pitch out of tough situations.
Yeah, Matty B, and I think what we're seeing more and more out of the game of baseball right now in the 8th and 9th inning, big power arm guys that have really 2 good pitches that they can strike you out with, and that's what this guy is here. If he doesn't have one, he has the other, and if he has them both, he's nearly impossible to make contact off of.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch out. Marco Rosario becomes the first out in the 9th inning. Now at the plate, Jose Osuna. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First pitch curveball swung on and missed. Strike 1. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up, and no one can get there. He'll try it again. Line drive to left, but pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out.
Boy, talk about hitting into some rough luck. That was an absolute bullet to the outfield that gets caught, and he would have represented the tying run.
Standing in now, Greg Clark. Now a swing, and he pops him up, and this should do it. The catch is made, and the A's have taken the opener here at home as this ball game is over.
Excellent work putting the finishing touches on this one, picking up save number 30 now on the year. Nice job from him.
A tight one, 7-6, the final score tonight. The A's jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Miguel Castro earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. Roger Wagner wraps it up for the save, his 30th. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Athletics, 7 runs on 10 hits. No errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 43 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
We are set to bring you baseball from one of the crown jewels of the sport, venerable Wrigley Field in Chicago. Today, a matchup of a pair of first-place teams between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Chicago Cubs. The Phillies are looking to collect their 8th win in a row next. Jose Quintana, the Colombian native, gets the call to start this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, thanks, Matt. Lefty Jose Quintana taking the bump right now. Really like this guy. Not overpowering, but great command of the fastball. And he does something a lot of lefties don't do. He'll come in with that fastball to righties. 3-pitch guy. Fastball, curveball, changeup. Throws all 3 for strikes. Not an overpowering guy, but he is really a control artist.
Stepping into the box, Gene Segura. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. First offering on its way. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this is why we do what we do. 2 first-place teams going to go at it today. Don't know how this is going to shake out. Is this playoff baseball? Come early a little bit. Interested to see how the managers go about it. We got some stars out on the field today.
Line to the right side. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Batting second, the second baseman, Cesar Hernandez.
Standing in, Cesar Hernandez, having a very nice year, currently second in the NL batting chase.
There's no way you could have forecasted this kind of season from this guy. Not to take anything away from him, but I don't think many people in baseball considered him to be one of the league's best hitters for average coming into this year.
And the runner back easily. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike. Segura aboard here at first with nobody out. Rolled slowly down the third baseline, but this will get foul for strike 2. Here it comes, 0-2. Good waste pitch, 1-2.
You know, that almost works like a pitch out there. Maybe you get the guy to chase out of the zone, but at the very least, it gives the catcher something good to throw if the man on first is on the move.
This one's down to third. A diving effort as it's off his glove. But they will not get it out on the play as he beats the throw to first, and there are 2 on to start the inning now. And that, as you see, will extend his hitting streak to an even 30 ball games. That is some month of baseball.
D-Row, I'm going to have to ask you about this. Is that kind of the number when you start thinking about, hey, you're having a really good streak?
I would say 5 is probably a really good.
So this guy's raking right now.
30 games. You know what I think of when I think of 30 games? That's a month of sleeping with just nice dreams every night. 1 knock every game for a month. Pretty special.
0-1 the count to Bryce Harper. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. High in the air out to center field. Bryant waits on it. He makes the play. Runner tags and hits for third. The relay. Throw back to second, and that's a double play. With that, here's the starting lineup for the visiting Philadelphia Phillies. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, Matt, I appreciate the way Bryce Harper plays the game. He had over 20 runs batted in last month. Very consistent. A solid month, and I love watching him swing the bat. It looks like the focus and concentration is even better when he has runners in scoring position.
And he will get there as he had to cover a lot of ground to make that play, and that ends the inning. Phillies strand 1, and now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. Justin Verlander gets the call for game 1 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
This guy's one of the top strikeout pitchers in the league. Over 225 strikeouts so far on this season alone. And when he's on, you're going to see lots of swings and misses. Quality stuff, and he knows how to strike people out.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pitch for strike number 2.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
Hoskins grabs it cleanly. He'll take it to the bag himself, and the leadoff man is gone here to start the home first. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Dero, what's the key in trying to stop their opponent's winning streak?
Yeah, Matty, it's going to be interesting how this offense goes about it. Are they going to go after him early? Are they going to sit back and take, hope he doesn't have his secondary stuff, and drive his pitch count up? You have to find ways. You can't just throw your bats out on the field and think you're going to score runs off a premier guy.
The windup and the 0-1. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now. And set up behind the plate, Rusty Valentine, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew for this one.
Dan, Rusty Valentine behind the dish tonight. He is north-south without question, letters to knees.
Well, I tell you what, he really favors a power pitcher. If you can consistently pitch at about the chest level and above, he'll call that high strike zone. I think he's a very friendly pitcher's umpire.
That softly hit to right. Will that get down? And this will be put away easily for the out.
Batting third.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. No career at-bats for him against this particular arm in the past. First pitch on its way from Verlander. Squared that one up just a little late. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a fastball just misses. It's 1-1. Rizzo is undoubtedly one of the best hitters in baseball, especially against right-handed pitching. He tends to hit for both power and average, so he's certainly a big threat in matchups like these.
Yeah, you could tell he is just super confident against right-handed guys. You know, sometimes it's coincidence. Sometimes it's you don't see many lefties, Matty. But bottom line is 75% of the time there's a right-hander on the mound.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Cubs are down in order. Still no score. Into the box, Maikel Franco. And as you can see, he's seen that average climb the last week or so.
Maikel Franco.
Here comes the first pitch. Down on the shins and missed with it. Ball 1. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And just past his outstretched glove into left. A base hit.
Yeah, definitely not the execution you're looking for to pull an outside breaking ball, but who cares? Next day's box score, that's a line drive.
Here's the catcher, Wellington Castillo, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. And you see the numbers there. He's been very dangerous at the plate, to say the least. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Calling for it, Schwarber makes the play. 1 away.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively.
The left fielder,
let's take a look at catcher Wilson Contreras. This guy has got one of the best arms in the game. Think Gary Sanchez, but in the National League. Nobody wants to attempt stealing bags on this guy, and brings a powerful bat to the lineup.
Now at the plate, Nick Williams. And he enters play today, currently 5th in the National League batting race. And he starts him out with one high and tight. Ball 1.
This is a tough guy right here to hit into a double play. He's fast and he swings from the left side, so out of the box he's going to get a good break. You might have to try to get the strikeout right here, because very rarely are you going to get this guy to ground into a double play.
1-1. Williams Swings the bat and throws from the left side and stands in at 6'3". He was taken in the second round during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Hey, after that base knock right there, he's into double digits, Dero. That's a 10-game hitting streak.
Oh, you talking about double digits, Dan? Now it's getting firm. We're seeing the batting average go up. We're seeing the homers go up. We're seeing the RBIs go up. Everything is moving north.
Stepping in now, David Peralta. A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Justin Verlander. Twos all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2. Getting a few steps off a second there. Now the pitch. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Swing, and he pops him up. Russell moving to his left, and that retires the side. Phillies leave a couple. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. The next Cub up, Wilson Contreras.
Leading off for the Cubs, the catcher, Wilson Contreras.
Verlander sets his sights. Here's the first pitch. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here. 0-1.
Is that gun reading right there? Because that just registered at 91 miles an hour on a slider. If he's working that pitch, that's most guys' fastballs. It's going to be a long game.
1-1 the count. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Now a wave and a miss. Looked like the slider there. Grounded up the first baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now. Time to take a look at the Philly D. And let's take a look at catcher Wellington Castillo. Putting the digits down, massaging this pitching staff through the game, and one of the above average arms when guys try to steal on him.
So in now for Chicago, Kyle Schwarber. These two have not faced each other at the major league level. And there's a fastball from Verlander to jump ahead. 0-1. Bottom of the second here with no score. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and he's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this one.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Every pitcher looks to get off to a good start. I'd say he's off to a good start. How about the first 5 batters he's faced? 3 of them he's sent down via the strikeout.
Here's Chris Bryant now. No career numbers to talk about for this matchup. Here's the first pitch to him. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Hey, 2 outs, nobody on, and a power hitter up. This is where, as a pitcher, you got to use the hitter's aggression against him. Get him to fish a little bit. Something a little more out of the zone than normal.
Behind 0-2 now. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. And he fouls this one off. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Williams is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. We'll move to the third with no score.
Welcome back to Wrigley Field, home of the Cubs, who've proven to have one of the best pitching staffs in baseball this year. Not only do they come into the day with one of the best ERAs in the league, but they're also among the best teams at not allowing home runs, something they take a lot of pride in. Talking with members of the pitching staff earlier, several of them mentioned how limiting home runs really makes things difficult on the opposition, especially in today's game, where teams don't try to manufacture runs as much anymore. As one of them said, if teams are going to get the best of us, they're going to have to really rack up the hits, and we don't make that easy. Matt?
Okay, thank you, Heidi. The 1-0 home is offered at and missed for the first strike.
Down 1-1.
Hit on the ground out to short. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. So next to the plate for the Phils, Cesar Hernandez. First offering on its way. Line to the right side. That's in another base hit. He's 2 for 2. So that's a pair of hits for him now this afternoon as he lines that one sharply into right. And as you see there, he currently tops the Phillies in that department. So a runner at first with one out now, and that'll bring in a dangerous hitter indeed in the form of Bryce Harper. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Nope.
A ball and no strikes.
Nope. 1-0.
Here's one that misses now to the Philly right fielder. It's 2 balls and a strike.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
Into right field. That's a base hit. And the screen shows the story right there, as that hitting streak will live to see another day.
Yeah, he certainly has. He's seeing the ball so big, Matty. You see the confidence oozing off him in the box. He hasn't fished at anything in the last month or so. So I don't expect this to go away anytime soon.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Now the 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1. The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And a fastball, but he's losing it a bit here to 3-1 now.
He's been throwing strikes all day, so you're not up at the plate thinking he's going to walk you in this situation. You need to be aggressive and sit hard at the plate.
And he sends it the other way toward right center. Hayward is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down. So both runners able to move up a base, second and third now with 2 gone.
Now batting.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Maikel Franco, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up.
Yeah, and just another simple single to the outfield would be a big one right here. Don't try and do too much. You know there's a potential base open right there. Maybe sit off speed.
No balls and a strike to count. Ready with the 0-1. Line towards center field. Bryant is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Phillies leave a couple. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score. And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home 3rd.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Swing and a miss, and he needs a little discipline here. 0-2.
Case in point right there, Matty. We're seeing a trend, the north and south. A lot of pitchers working that elevated fastball and then breaking stuff off in the dirt. We used to see east-west, not the case anymore.
Verlander's ready. Here's the 1-2. Hit hard on the ground to second. Hernandez scoops it up, and a good throw gets him one gone.
Batting it.
Stepping up to the plate, Lewis Christensen. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
Yeah, he's not quite as powerful on the left side. He's certainly not Chipper Jones, who had pop from both sides of the plate. Much more pop hitting right-handed.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
Behind 0-2 now. Here's Verlander now on 0-2. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Well, we're all hearing his name in the Cy Young Award discussion at this point in the season. It's pretty hard to argue against it when you watch him dominate a guy on 3 pitches and send him packing without much problem.
Out in front here is this one scorched foul to the left. Swing and a line drive. And that's the first hit in this one for the Cubbies.
Boy, D, when you're talking about frustrating as a pitcher, you have the pitcher up with 2 outs, and he extends the inning there with a base hit.
Yeah, it's funny. I've hit 8th in my career, and the grind was to try and get the pitcher up so you could waste that out and flip the lineup over. This guy took it into his own hands and did just that. By getting a knock, now we could have some issues here.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1.
Well, that's a great take there, right there on that slider down and in. That's one of the toughest pitches to lay off of as a hitter. That hard breaking ball coming down and in at the back foot. A tough take on a good pitch.
Up in the zone for him, and he takes a called strike 2.
He might want that pitch back. Up and away. That's a pitch you can really drive if you have
a swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Cubs strand 1. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Standing in, Wellington Castillo comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Liner toward right center. He dives. Did he catch that? He did. What a play there for the first out.
Nick Williams.
Up next will be Nick Williams, as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
Oh, you have to love it. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Number 6.
2 are gone in the Philly 4th. And up next, the outfielder David Peralta. And that misses ball 1. A count of 1 ball, 1 strike to David Peralta. Fastball runs in tight here, and it's 2-1. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Line towards center field. That gets down, and the inning continues.
And that's just another base hit in a long line of many. Seems like he's been pitching from the stretch the entire game, but somehow he's still got a shutout going. We'll see how long he can make this last.
In now, Justin Verlander, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. So far this year against Southpaws, Verlander carries a hitting line just over the 280 plateau. And that misses 1-1. Peralta is off at first with 2 away. The next 1-2 pitch. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And Rizzo able to make the catch, and the inning is over. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. And we are tied 0-0. Here's Addison Russell. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
Lays off 1-0. Count even now at 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Some guys with big arms like this, they're just chuckers. They just throw the ball as hard as they can, and where it ends up isn't that big of a concern, but that wasn't the case there. That was a very well-pitched fastball right on the corner at the knees. Good luck hitting that one.
Into the box now, Anthony Rizzo. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. 1-1 the count to the Cubs first baseman. 1 out, nobody on. Back up the middle. And that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
You take a look at the numbers up to this point. You see he's only given up 2 hits so far today, so he's been hitting his spots all game long. Remains to be seen if he can keep that shutout intact going forward, but I'm not betting against him.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Fastball called for strike 2.
Hey, you find yourself down 0-2, you got to grind a little bit right here. I don't understand the game plan. Let's see if we can get this one back to even count.
And a swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the second time this afternoon.
Boy, it's been a rough go through these middle innings so far. This offense right now really doesn't have an answer for anything he's throwing. He's attacking up, down, in and out in the strike zone. He's been awfully dominant up to this point.
No balls and 1 strike. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
This is why this guy is so effective. He's able
looking at a fastball to end the inning. 1 left for the Cubs. Through 4. Still tied. 0-0. Back to the top of the order now. And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Gene Segura. 50th pitch of the game on its way. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. A ball and a strike to the Phillies leadoff man.
We've seen this before. Fastballs in, then breaking balls away. That's been his plan of attack throughout the first half of this game.
Easy fly ball into shallow center field. Bryant moving in, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. So striding forward now, Cesar Hernandez. He singled his last time up. And that's high for a ball, 1-0. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Hernandez is hitting just over the benchmark 300 plateau. Source of pride for him, I'm sure.
Matty, this is the type of player that absolutely frustrates the pitching staff and frustrates the defense because you know the ball's getting put in play at all times.
The right fielder, number 34, Bryce Harper.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in a dangerous hitter indeed in the form of Bryce Harper. First pitch on its way. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
All bets are off for the offense right now. This guy's got a low pitch count. He's attacking the zone. They have to get more aggressive. This guy's not going anywhere.
Pulled toward right center field. And he'll pull this one down a step or 2 in front of the warning track. Welcome back to the north side of Chicago. Back here at Wrigley Field as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out. That's right now. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Loud contact off the bat of Bryant and sent deep to left. Into the bleachers and gone. Chris Bryant leaves the yard with a solo shot. Number 31 for him on the season. And the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
Wow, talk about a guy getting hot, right? Hits a bomb, hit one yesterday. Usually when he gets hot, he starts to hit them in bunches. And this could be the beginning of a very, very good hot streak.
Under it is Harper, and Bryce has got it for the first out.
Now batting.
Digging in, Lewis Christensen. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. First pitch on its way from Verlander. And a strike called at the letters. Looked high to me, but it's 0-1.
There's a called strike on a fastball up in the zone. We're seeing more of that from pitchers nowadays. With the launch angles, guys are looking for the ball down in the zone. If a pitcher can pitch up in the zone like that pitch right there, you can go ahead and make some hay.
1-1 the count now. So 1-1. And this will be fouled away. The 1-2. And that's down into left center for the base hit. And there's probably no happier person in the ballpark. Lewis Christensen has just collected his first hit in the big leagues. And as is customary, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
Yeah, good for him, and congratulations. Listen, he's worked his entire lifetime for this moment, and he's obviously trying to play cool right now, but you can bet inside his head, he's on top of the world.
Standing in now, Jose Quintana. And they will have him bunting with 1 away as he gets this one down. And they'll put the tag on him going to first, but the sacrifice is successful.
Now batting.
Here's Jason Hayward now. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. There's that circle change of his, but it's outside for ball 1. With runners in scoring position this season, Hayward is hitting just over the benchmark 300 plateau. Source of pride for him, I'm sure.
His batting average right now certainly signifies that this guy is having a great year. I'm very interested to see how this guy finishes up.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2 pitch. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Cubs are on the board first thanks to this solo home run. Through 5 innings, it's now 1-0 Chicago. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Rhys Hoskins. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Rhys Hoskins.
Here comes the first pitch. And that misses for ball 1. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
That's a great job of keeping your hands back. You could tell he was totally fooled. His hip started leaking a little bit, but he was able to stay strong enough with his hands not to overcommit.
3-0 to him now. Fastball over the outside, but in there for a strike.
Hey, that 3-0 pitch might have been important for him right there. Regroup, get his mechanics back under him, and drive something down through the strike zone. Wouldn't throw the exact same pitch right here. Might want to cheat towards one in the corner.
And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Hey, after that base knock right there, he's into double digits, Dero. That's a 10-game hitting streak.
Oh, you talking about double digits, Dan? Now it's getting firm. We're seeing the batting average go up. We're seeing the homers go up. We're seeing the RBIs go up. Everything is moving north.
The 0-1 pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Hayward has a read on it, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Ready for another chance? Wellington Castillo. He was robbed of a hit in his last at-bat, so he'll try to change his fortunes here. From the stretch. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Now the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Working for the punch out and the offering. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
Well, I'll tell you, he's not hitting over 300 by luck. He really knows the strike zone and his own strengths. That last take is a great example.
Still 2-2. Here's another 2-2. Fly ball out to straightaway right field. Hayward has it in his tracks. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Striding in once again, Nick Williams. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Here comes the first pitch. A ball and no strikes. And he popped him up over toward the left side of the infield. Therefore, it is Russell, and Addison makes the catch to retire. Digging in once again, Addison Russell. He lined out his first time around and then went down on strikes last time up. Right down the middle with a changeup, but not what he was looking for, taken for a strike. Hard hit to first. And he'll reach to start the inning as this ball gets through him, a base hit.
Hey, he did an amazing job just to be able to get wood on this baseball and drive it through the infield. And that pitch was executed perfectly. Breaking ball down below the zone. Nice job right there.
Verlander pauses. Here's his offering. Strike taken. Good bender on the outside there. Ball 1.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about with the first baseman holding the runner on. It's always smart to pitch into the defense you have behind you.
The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
Settling in now, Wilson Contreras. From the stretch, here's the pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Peralta is under it, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and next it'll be the left-handed power threat, Kyle Schwarber. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. 1-1 to Schwarber. Russell, the runner at first with 2 gone. And this one was tailing on him, but he was able to reach down, pull it in, and with it, the side is retired. Cubs strand 1, but they're up 1-0. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with the report as we get set for the top of the 7th. Heidi.
Matt, I talked with Philadelphia's manager during the break about the Phillies' offensive production to this point. And one thing he mentioned is how well they're doing at simply putting the ball in play. They're currently averaging more than a hit per inning, while at the same time, they've yet to strike out a single time. We all know that's a rarity these days, but clearly the bat-on-ball approach is working for them.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Stepping in, David Peralta. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Hayward on the run. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. Jay Bruce will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 33, Jay Bruce.
In tight with the curveball, backed up on him a little there, and it's ball one. The average coming in 257, 17 home runs, and an even 50 RBIs. Lifted into the air out towards center field. And the pinch hitter will not be able to advance the cause, and there are two away now.
The batter, number 4.
So the Phillies batting order turns over and set to go. Gene Segura. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And he takes ball one. No runs, 8 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Line toward the gap in left center. And a knock for him this time. He's 2 for 4 for the game. The tag, and they'll get him at second, and with that, Luis Garcia will come on in relief now as he'll make his 35th appearance of the season. Chris Bryant will stand in again as we take you back to earlier in the ball game. This one swing here has been the entire offense to this point, as this home run accounted for the only run they've tallied so far.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
Now another 1-2. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. Into the corner and slicing foul. Here now the 2-2. Drilled right back up the middle. There's Segura. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
Now batting.
Stepping in, Ian Happ 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. In there, and it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
2 mid-90s fastballs right there that he doesn't seem to think he can catch up to. I wouldn't be shocked if he came right at him again with another good one.
So he chased out of the strike zone on that one. Ian Happ becomes the second out of the bottom of the 7th. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Fouled away. 1 run, 5 hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Cubs are down in order, but they're on top 1-0. At the plate, Cesar Hernandez hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, pretty unlucky right there, Matty. Squared up a fastball nicely, and that's all you can do. You just want to be on time for the heater, and he's prepared for this next AB.
Yeah, he's got the outs when he's needed them and seems to be really comfortable pitching from the stretch. Hard to keep that up over several innings, though.
Ready for another shot now, Bryce Harper. And we thought we might be seeing the end of the road for the starter, but clearly he's still in there for at least one more hitter.
Yeah, I'm not sure, Matty, but I think this lefty-lefty matchup right here may have been enough to convince the manager to stay with him. So we'll see if it works out.
1-0 the count. Hernandez gets his lead at first, nobody out. Now a check swing, but it's strike one anyway, says the home plate umpire. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Here's one that misses now to the Philly right fielder. It's 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 on its way. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. A runner at first with no outs here. Tried to bury one down and away, but it's a full count now, 3-2.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
And he missed with it. Ball 4. So that means now the potential tying run will move into scoring position at second.
Well, they've struggled offensively in this one so far, but after that walk, they've got runners at first and second and look ready to make a little noise. Just need a big hit now.
Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Pedro Strop is on the pitch here in the 8th with nobody out.
Changes for the Cubs. Now pitching and batting in the 8th spot, number 46, Pedro Strop. Now playing third base and batting 9, number 24, Ryan.
And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Phillies, Rhys Hoskins. And his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
Possible tying and go-ahead runs on base, nobody out. Fastball well outside.
What a great opportunity to come through right here. 2-0 count, runners on base. Find something middle of the plate and let it rip.
Now the 2-0 home. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
Good lead off at second there. Now the pitch. Line to the right side. And that's going to get down in front of Hayward for a base hit.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
They had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
Here comes the first pitch. There's a breaking ball that couldn't quite catch the inside.
When you're hitting in a situation like this, you have to find a way to slow your heart rate down. The pitcher's the one with all the pressure. You're looking to keyhole something middle of the plate and drive some runs in.
The catch is made. Here comes the tying run from third. And that'll plate the tying run from third as we've got ourselves a brand new ball game now.
Now that was a really good at bat right there. You're trying to tie this thing up any way that you can. He hits the sac fly to the outfield, and the tying run comes in to score.
Striding into the box, Wellington Castillo. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order.
Yeah, the guy's been on fire lately, hitting anything close, so I think this is the way to go here. Get the bat out of his hands any way that you can.
First offering on its way. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? On to Rizzo, and it's a double play. Side retired. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Coming to the plate now, Ryan McMahon. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Comes set and the 0-1. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate. Now a shot out toward the alley in right center. Around first, he's digging for second. And he's not stopping. He wants 3. And he will make it in safely. He's in at third as the go-ahead run.
Of course they feel good about the triple, but I know our manager's thinking he's in the dugout wishing that triple would have come when some guys were on base. They've left a lot of guys out there in this one. We'll see if his teammate can bring him home. Hector Neris
is on the pitch here in the 8th with nobody out. Line to the right side. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. Not cheated on that swing, but the Splitters by him 0-2. And it's fouled away. Go ahead runs in scoring position here with nobody out.
Hey, great job just to be able to foul that one off. In today's game, that's what we're seeing. North-south. Pitchers want to elevate, want to get you out above the zone or below it.
The 0-2 once more. Started the breaking ball far too inside that time. Laid off for ball 1.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
On the ground to third. Throw in time as he's called out on a bang-bang play at third. So coming to the plate, Addison Russell. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. And this one's down off the shoe tops, 1-0.
Boy, this is a dicey situation right here, D-Row. What the runner in scoring position, the sac fly brings that run in. This is where you're going to really have to try to keep the ball on the ground as a pitcher. What do you want to do as a hitter, D-Row?
Yeah, right here you are looking for anything above the belt. You see it up, you have to let it go. This is where you have to check your ego at the door. Something has to be elevated and put into the outfield. Give your team a chance to score a run.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
He was in a great hitter's count. Should have been looking dead red, but instead chases after a pitch that he couldn't do anything with and would have walked him.
The next 3-2. And another foul ball. Still 3 balls and 2 strikes. The 8th pitch of the at-bat. And he will look at a called third strike. And that go-ahead run has to stay right where it is at third with 2 away now.
44.
From the belt, the pitch. Here's a fastball upstairs, 1-0. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. Here's a fastball low, and he's behind 2-0.
Now 2-0 with a great hitter up, a runner on third and 2 outs. This is not the spot where you want to be challenging a hitter like this. This is where you have to pitch very careful.
Look to be taking all the way, and the Splitter's in there for the first strike. And he missed with it there, ball 4. It's a 2-out walk with the runner still at third. Now Cubs 4-hole hitter Wilson Contreras is batting cleanup, but has been shut down so far at the plate, 0 for 3. Comes set, the 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see if he can battle back in this AB.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. No runs, a hit, 2 left. 9th inning coming up. All tied at 1-1. Digging in to try it again, David Peralta. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Number 6.
First pitch of the at-bat. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. Set to deliver the 0-1.
Nope.
Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses for the second ball. Sent on the ground out to second. Happ scoops it up. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway. Justin Bohr will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 41, Justin Bohr.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. His career line against Pedro Strop, he's gone 2 for 8. He also has 1 home run. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Bases are empty, 1 man out. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
That's a great take right there. Great pitch recognition to let that one go. Opposite handed, that's coming across the plate. You might think he got a shot to stay inside that one.
And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
Not what you want to do on the mound. Go from 0-2 to 3-2, but credit the man in the box for being patient, even with 2 strikes.
Crowd gets up for the 3-2. Pulled toward right center field. And that'll take care of the pinch hitter here for out number 2.
The batter, number 4.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Gene Segura. A couple of singles for him and 4 trips for him this afternoon. And that misses inside 1-0.
Well, that 2-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. Nearly got the inside, but ruled the ball.
Well, he knows it, but this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
Phillies shortstop in front in the count, 3-1. And he lays off, ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
You know, it takes a lot of discipline to watch a pitch like that go by, but on a 3-1 count, he had the luxury of being a little bit more selective up there. Good take and a walk is the result.
At the plate, Cesar Hernandez. There are 2 gone and the possible go-ahead run at first. Here's the first pitch. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. Swing and a liner. Foul.
Can't imagine he comes back with a 3rd breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here, 1-2. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Happ brings it in, and as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't. Stefan Boykin comes on now, and he's just hoping to keep this thing tied. No save opportunity here. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
A great case of a manager sticking up for his pitcher right there and giving that umpire an earful. He didn't get that pitch called the way he wanted it to, but the manager's planting a seed in that umpire's mind to try to expand the strike zone so some of those borderline pitches start to go his pitcher's way.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Fouled off. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
Into the box, Chris Bryant. As he'll take a look at his strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Hard hit ball to second. To his left, Hernandez. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Digging in now, Ian Happ, who could really use a knock here. 0-for-3 in the game so far. Here's the first pitch to him. Now here's a slider that can't quite get back to the outside corner. It's ball 1.
In my opinion, there is no one in this bullpen that relishes a moment like this on the mound other than this guy. It looks like he feeds off the challenge of pitching in tight games.
Williams is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. So they can't get that winning run home, and that means free baseball here this afternoon. 9 can't decide a winner. We'll move ahead. Justin Wilson takes the mound as he'll be the first man to pitch here in extra innings. Here's Bryce Harper now. He has no prior history against this pitcher. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike.
Hey, that's a great job by the pitcher to get ahead right there. You know you got a star hitter at the plate. He's not afraid to go to 2 strikes or go deep in the count. That's what you have to do. You have to put him at a disadvantage with the count.
Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. And this is popped up back behind second. Russell able to tuck this one in for out number 1. So here's the cleanup hitter, Rhys Hoskins. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. And that'll hit off the ivy out there. The relay. And he will beat the throw into second as he slides in safely with a 1-out double.
Now batting.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball, middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard hit line drive.
In now, Maikel Franco, as he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Popped up. McMahon is there. 2 gone. Striding in, Wellington Castillo. No career at-bats for him against this particular arm in the past. And there's the 4th wide one, so he's aboard on the intentional walk.
Well, they felt it was better to take the bat out of the hands of a guy like that. He's just too dangerous, and they decided they'll take their chances with the next guy in the lineup.
Big spot here. First and second, 2 men gone, and digging in at the plate, the Texas native Nick Williams. Hoskins on second. Casilla on at first with 2 down. Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1.
A lot of times you see guys get too aggressive and try to do too much at the plate with guys on, but right here he's doing a great job of waiting on the right pitch. Got himself ahead in the count now.
2 balls, 2 strikes to Nick Williams. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Pulled toward right center field. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning. Jose Abreu will grab a bat to pinch hit here, and you wonder if he'll be swinging for the downs, trying to walk off with a victory. Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike. The average not quite where he wants it, down in the 220s. 13 home runs and 44 RBIs. A ball and a strike now to Jose Abreu. And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike.
1 strike.
The 2-2. And now this is popped up. Castillo should have room behind the plate. And he'll indeed make the play in foul territory for the first out.
Up next to the Cubs.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Ryan McMahon, who found his way over to third via a triple in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, with his speed, I don't think anyone saw a triple coming earlier. It was his first of the year, and who knows, might be the last of his career.
Right back at him, but I think it got his glove. No chance to recover, and let's hope he's okay out there.
Now batting, the right fielder, Jason.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Jason Hayward. He's got a chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap. 1 ball, no strikes to count. 1 ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter.
He struggled quite a bit at the plate in this one, so until he shows he can put a good swing on the ball, I don't think they're going to give him anything straight that he can handle.
Now the 1-2 pitch. Got him, and he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. Now at the plate, Addison Russell. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot. Has to put the ball in play.
Behind 0-2 now. Here's the 0-2, and he strikes him out to retire the side, so we'll play at least 1. Dave Garvin takes the mound to start the 11th inning. In now, David Peralta. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Here comes the first pitch. And that fastball's taken but catches the outer third.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. The 1-1. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball. The 1-2. Swinging a soft liner towards first. And he'll step on first himself for the out. Jose Pirela will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 3, Jose Pirela.
Now a hard liner, but foul. Ready with the 0-1. Check swing and a pop-up out toward the mound. And the pinch hitter will not be able to advance the cause, and there are 2 away now. Gene Segura standing in. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. First pitch on its way. And he takes a big swing at that one as this one's lifted high in the air and deep out to left field. Schwarber has to retreat to the track, but he had. Adam Warren takes over now to start the home 11th, and he's looking to get this one to the visiting 12th. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. Warren has compiled over 600 innings of work in his major league career, and during that time he's worked to a sub-1 whip, less than one base runner allowed per inning. On the run is Williams. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
The catcher, number 40.
Ready now, Wilson Contreras. A hat trick already to his credit in this one, so he's looking to avoid the dreaded golden sombrero here. And it's 1-1. Bases are empty, one man out. Right there at the belt, 1-2 now. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts.
Up next for the
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he'll start him with a high strike here on the fastball on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Swung on and missed. That's strike 2.
Don't kid yourself. He's well aware that he has the hat trick right now. And after that swinging strike, he's looking at the golden sombrero.
Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he strikes him out to retire the side, so we'll play at least one more. So they breeze through this half of the inning. 11 innings in the books now. All time. Now batting, Cesar Hernandez. He'll go to work trying to do something about breaking this 1-1 tie.
Hernandez.
First offering on its way. First pitch is a fastball inside, 1-0. The 1-0 delivery. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And that's high and off the plate. 2-1. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. Started to go around, but he's able to check his swing for ball 3.
I love the ability to hold up right there, especially with count leverage. I know you want to get aggressive in the strike zone, but he was able to notice that that wasn't his pitch.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. The 3-2 pitch. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire, so it's ball 4. And now Bryce Harper. Go ahead run at first. Nobody out. Here's the first pitch. A ball and no strikes. The 1-0. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
On 2-0, you can bet he's looking for a fastball that he can turn on and drive. Might be thinking about picking on that big hole between first and second.
Pulled toward right center field. Bryant sprinting after it. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. Digging in, Reese Hoskins. It's one away. The runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however. Here's the first pitch. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. The 1-0 starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2. 2 balls and a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. Down the third baseline. Oh, and this is past him down the line. A fair ball. And now it'll kick around in the corner. And with that, the go-ahead runs up to second now with only 1 away.
The third baseman, number 7.
Digging in now for Philadelphia, Michael Franco, who was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
This game is getting interesting real quick. The last thing you want to do on the mound is fall behind. Needs to get back in the strike zone right here.
The 1-0. This is line to left. Schwarber is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
Now batting.
Big spot here. First and second, 2 men gone. And in the bat next, the catcher, Wellington Castillo. Here's the first pitch. Right on the inside, Black, taken for a called strike. Comes set, the 0-1. A swing and a liner to left center field, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. And he's in safely at third as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's what makes you feel really good about yourself.
Stepping in now, Nick Williams. As he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. And looking to improve on a 1-for-5 effort so far. 1-0, here it is. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. Hoskins, the runner at third. Casilla at second with 2 gone. Three and 0.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
A 3-1 count to the Phillies left fielder. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch lifted the other way to left center. Schwarber will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move. So striding in, Chris Bryant head-to-head with Adam Warren. He's just 1 for 6. Curveball looked at here for strike 1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Chris Bryant is sent packing to begin the bottom of the inning. Jesse Ramirez comes on here looking to get the final 2 outs and earn the save. Into the box now, Ian Happ, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Now it's 2-0. 1 out, nobody on. Happ with a 2-1 count now. Can't connect there. It's 2-2. And he fouls this one off. The 2-2 one more time. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Hoskins gathers it in, and he'll step on first himself for the out. Mark Segunas will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 25.
Fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1-0. Oh, he's baffled by the curve that time for a strike. The 1-1 home. There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. Williams racing back. That one is out of here. This game is tied. Here's Ryan McMahon now.
The third baseman.
As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Curveball fooled him there as he's way out in front. Hit hard on the ground to second, and the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Hey, that's a nice piece of hitting right there. 2-out base knock to put the winning run on base. Let's see if someone can catch a gap and end this thing.
Into the box, Jason Hayward fouled away. Attempting to, as they say, get off the schneid here. 0 for 5 so far. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Peralta is there to make the catch, and that means Carl Edwards Jr. takes the hill now to begin the lucky 13th inning. Into the box now, David Peralta. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Hit back up the middle. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning.
That's another base hit for him. I got to say, though, they've had a really hard time turning all these hits to anything productive on the scoreboard. Only 2 runs to this point, so stranded runners has been the theme most of the game. We'll see if they can cash in here.
Jesse Ramirez.
Here's the first pitch. Bunt attempt is popped into foul ground. The 0-1. And the pitcher is in fact bunting here as he puts this one down. The second for 1 on to Rizzo, but a little slow in developing as they'll just get the 1 out. So a runner at first now with 1 away, and that'll bring in the middle infielder Gene Segura. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The 1-0. Drilled on the ground to short. Russell's got it to second for 1. Relay to first in time. Now in the box, Addison Russell. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Gotta find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
The first baseman, Anthony Rizzo.
A ball and no strikes. Fastball just a bit low here. He's behind 2-0 now.
Pitching isn't always about getting everyone out. Sometimes it's about being smart and knowing when to pick your battles. He's been really careful with this hitter so far, and rightfully so.
Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. A swing and a miss there. 2-2. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Full count now. 3-2.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
So he notched the backwards K on that one. Anthony Rizzo is retired on strikes for the 3rd time tonight. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Oh, tough to catch up when it's moving like that.
The count 1-1.
Hit on the ground out to short. And it eats him up a bit. And the recovery's too late as he's able to beat the throw to first.
Now batting, left fielder.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out. And next it'll be the left-handed power threat, Kyle Schwarber. 1-0 the count. Possible winning run stands at first with 2 out here. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher. Runners on the move for second. Pitch is a called strike. The throw. And he is out at second. Caught stealing to end. Into the box now, Cesar Hernandez. He's working on a 3-hit ball game right now.
Hernandez.
First offering on its way. Ball 1. The 1-0 home. Misses. Ball 2. Hit hard towards center. And that's another base hit for him. He's on a tear in this one. So the Phillies get a man on to start out the inning.
Well, D-Row, you have to love that if you're a hitter. You get ahead in the count 2-0. You get a fastball right down the middle. He sure knew what to do with it.
Are you kidding me? You fight tooth and nail to get into count leverage at bats. 2-0, 3-1, 1-0 to buy yourself that fastball middle cut, and he didn't miss it.
Pulled toward right center field. Bryant is right there, 1 down. So digging in now, Rhys Hoskins. Already 4 hits to his credit in this one, looking for a 5th in this at-bat. Smoked on the ground up the middle, and that gets through for a 1-out base hit. And with that, the go-ahead runs up to second now with only 1 away. Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every day. Standing in now, Maikel Franco. And a ball 1-0. In his career, Franco possesses a slugging percentage above the .450 mark, so he's capable of running into one here. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. Now the 2-0. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Into the bleachers and out of here. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. And just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game.
That's why you can't fall behind 2-0 to a power hitter like him. He's a dead red fastball hitter, and he knew the pitcher had to serve one up. A perfect storm or perfect nightmare, depending on which dugout you're in.
Wade Davis is going to finally make an appearance in this one as he'll take over in the 14th inning.
Number 71, Wade Davis.
In now, Wellington Castillo. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Oh, up around the chin there. 2-0. 3 runs already home here. And this pitch is inside, and he can't find the zone all of a sudden. 3-0. Nick Williams is on deck. Now the 3-0 offering. Line drive to center field. And that's a base hit. He's now 2 for 5 in this one.
Not everyone feels comfortable pulling the clutch on 3-0 pitch right there, but he stayed within himself, didn't try and do too much, didn't turn and burn, and just hit a nice hard single on a 3-0 count.
Stepping in now, Nick Williams, as he sends it on the ground to first. There's one on to Rizzo, and it's a double play. Side retired. So they pick up 3 runs. Leading off the inning, Kyle Schwarber, and they'll need him to get something going here. Bill Parrish takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Philadelphia, number 9, Bill Parrish.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
Not a bad idea right there. Make this guy work and see if he can throw the ball over the plate. Throws the first pitch for a strike.
Oh, and he misses it. Throw into second. Throw won't get him.
Well, lefty on lefty, this is a tough matchup, but he stays in there, keeps that front shoulder closed, and just rips the pitch for a 2-bagger. Nice job of defying the odds there.
The 0-1 delivery. High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Too high. 1-2.
This is the big out to get right here. This is their best hitter. He's a great hitter, and he's a guy that kind of spark plug. He gets this team going. So if I'm on the mound right now, you really want to try to get this guy out to hopefully keep them from getting a potential big inning started.
So he sets him down swinging. Chris Bryant is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. And he won't get it as that's down for a base hit. And the run will score from second as it's back to just a 2-run ball game now. Victor Caratini will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Yeah, one a day keeps the doctor away, Dan, especially when it's a big one late in the game. It doesn't matter at all. You're just trying to get one knock a day, find a couple barrels. He happened to catch his late.
Boy, I tell you what, you're talking about coming at a good time, too. You're having kind of a rough night last AB. You end up being able to do something positive, not only for yourself, but also helping the team out, too.
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there, 2 away.
In a double play situation, you kind of expect most pitchers to be down in the zone, hoping for a ground ball. So that was an interesting pitch selection to go up in the zone. I think he caught him off guard a little bit.
Into the box now, Ryan McMahon, as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. Trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball. 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Ground ball right side. Well, and he has some trouble with it. Big spot here. First and second. 2 men gone. And that'll bring up the multi-gold glover Jason Hayward. He's set. Here's the 0-1. And it's fouled away. The Cubs are down to their final strike here. And he struck him out for out number 3. So that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first.
Well, it took about a game and a half to seal this deal, but they took the lead in the top of the 14th and hung on for the road win in the bottom of the 14th. That's a real team builder right there.
5-3 the final score in this afternoon's game. Philadelphia earned their 109th win, best in the division. Jesse Ramirez claims the win out of the pen, his first. Bill Parrish closes the door for the save, his first of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Philadelphia Phillies. 5 runs, 19 hits, 2 errors. They left 17 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 2 minutes. Our paid attendance at Wrigley Field this afternoon, 41,649. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball and remind you to please drive home safely.